To be really good with money in leveling up in your 20s. Yeah, please, if you want to level up in your 20s, please can you just X boys in your life? Yeah. Welcome back to my channel. This is your girl NonoObi. Please, before you watch 2 minutes of this video, please subscribe to this channel. Yeah, and if you're an OG, thank you for always coming back to watch this video, guys. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about a very sensitive topic, and that is how to level up in your 20s. Being that I've had my experience, so now I'm in the right position to talk about how to level up in your 20s. And when I get to my late 30s, I can also be able to talk about how to level up in your 30s. But right now, we're talking about how to level up in your 20s, what to leave, what to shut down, what to carry along with you, what doesn't matter and what matters. And start, fixing up your 20s, and don't waste time in your 20s, and start, doing 1 or 2 things and, get the ball rolling. So if you want not to waste your 20s, watch to the end of this video. And the first thing I'm going to be talking about right now is discipline. This is so important because it's the glue that is going to bring, it's going to bring together all the things I'm going to talk about right now. You have to be disciplined. Yeah, sis, you have to be disciplined. Self-discipline is the ability to push yourself forward, stay motivated, and take action irrespectively of how you are feeling physically or emotionally. To tell yourself you are actually disciplined is when you intentionally choose to pursue something, something very important in your life, and you do it in spite of factors or distractions around you. And being disciplined in your 20s is the pillar of your 30s and your 40s and your 50s and so on. The word is just start early. So you need to have discipline. So this is how you're going to know that you're actually practicing discipline in your life. Yes, you're going to say it. Yeah. So that is number 1. You have to be disciplined. And number 2, plan everything. Yes, I said it. Plan everything. Don't think you're too young to plan. Girl, 20s, you're not too young. Plan everything. Planning makes you busy. Do you get? Planning makes you busy. There's this saying that goes, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Your day will be a lot more organized if you plan. And it helps and makes you to feel good at the end of the day. And it gets you occupied and focused and thinking, because you want that your plan book to be filled up. Do you get? When you have your plan book filled up and you're actually following the things you're doing according to the way you planned it on your plan book, it will get you busy. So you have to plan everything. Plan everything. Where you don't want to go, don't go. Yeah, because it's not in your plan. You don't have to be that type that's randomly you're always available. Yes, cancel that in your 20s, because whatever you do in your 20s will describe your personalities in your 30s, in your 40s, in your 50s. Haven't you seen this adage or that goes this way? The people you once lived around with before you grew up, some people still refer to them as, oh, what of this girl? Is she still around? Oh, is she married? Oh, that girl is so nice. Oh, she's not married. I didn't even know. I'm going to tell my uncle about her. Yeah. So if you think in your 20s, you're doing alabanco, in your 20s, you're feeling that you're still young and nobody is noticing your character or your attitude, girl, sis, you're wasting your time. People are saying you. So to level up in your 20s, you need to have things planned out yourself, and you also need to be disciplined. Remember, I said discipline is what covers, like it's the glue to all the things I'm going to say today. So even if I say everything I'm going to say right now and you're still not disciplined, then what I said is rubbish. You won't learn anything from it. You won't even take any action because you have not disciplined yourself yet. So number 3 is budgeting and money. Budgeting and money. Yes, cut your coat according to your size. This is what I'm saying. Budgeting and money. In your 20s, cut your coat according to your size. Investing in yourself is important, but you also need to have limits. Know your limits and also know when you're going above your limits. You need to be really good with money in leveling up in your 20s, because you're kind of preparing for the next era of your life. Yes, I'm talking to you, sis. You're kind of preparing for the next era of your life. And understand that the older you get, the weaker you get. Biologically, please don't quote me. Biologically, please, nobody should come for me. I said biologically. So you may want to start early enough. There's this saying that goes, if you can't manage 1,000 naira, can you really manage millions? So if you don't really learn this early in your life, I mean budgeting, managing your finance, what to keep, what to buy, what to save, you don't have to earn so much to learn this. You just have to be disciplined, just have sense. So start early to differentiate between priorities and non-priority. In my secondary school, I can't forget this definition: scale of preference, alternative foregone to satisfy a particular want. Do you get? You should be able to differentiate what you need and what you don't need. Number 4, invest in yourself. Don't be that girl that is always depending on a guy for everything. Yes, I know most times we girls, we always love the luxury of our man getting us things and all, but I did say you're not going to be lucky enough to have that man that pampers you, that gets you everything you want. But you also need to invest in yourself. Before you need that man, before you see that man, before you meet that man, you also need to invest in yourself. Like, invest in yourself, sis. Don't use all your money and be buying Brazilian hair and be buying Gucci and be living in expensive and luxury apartments when you don't even have anything accountable for. You need to invest in yourself. You need to find something to do. You need to learn some handiwork. You need to learn something. You need to learn how to. There are so many work that you can actually learn that will impact in your life, that will get you busy, even if you've not started getting that lots of money that you plan on getting, but this thing you're doing can sustain you. Yeah, so don't think you're young, you're too young, and that you have so much time on your side. Trust me, sis, the time runs so fast, you don't know. Invest in skills. Look less in material things. I know it will be very much challenging for you, especially in this world of social media, Instagram. You're seeing so many fly things. I didn't say you shouldn't get yourself fine things, but be accountable for it. Be accountable for it. And being accountable, if you invest in yourself and you're earning something from that, you can't have 50,000 and you want to use it and go and buy something of 70,000. Means you have to borrow extra 20,000, right? You need to cut your coat according to your size. Be futuristic. Look to the future. Investing in yourself will also preventing you from looking up to guys for everything. This looking up to guys actually has 2 dimensions, because most times it will make you do things you don't want to do because you're trying to be a certain way, and you want to keep up with that, and you don't have the ability to. Because of that, you just want to depend on this guy, depend on that guy, but if you invest in yourself, and at the long run, that's your investment starts to pay you. You can dress or be, wherever way you want to be. Do you get? That's classy too. Number 5 is boys. I know you guys don't want to hear this. Number 5 is boyfriend. Please, if you want to level up in your 20s, please, can you just X boys in your life, X guys in your life? Do you understand? I just finished talking about investing in yourself. Just think about investing in yourself and rule out everything that has to do with guys, boyfriend, and please just remove that sense in your head that you have to get married in your 20s. See, marriage is not age. Whenever you're set to get married, that is the start of your life. You'll still meet up with those that have married already. It's still the same game. Yes, the same story you start telling when you're married is the same story that person that has been married for 20 years is also saying. So it's the same thing. Can you just switch up that your note that says by 22, by 23, by 25 you should be married, or by 26 you should be married, so your children? Please just switch it off, because most times we fail to look at the things that is important, and we're looking at the things that are not important. You fail to understand that you have to invest in yourself and not to be a liability to somebody else, to somebody else's son, and you forget that, and what you're just concentrating is that you want to get married. Can you just forget about marriage in your 20s? If marriage comes to you, sis, yeah, you can go ahead and marry, but not like you want to marry, and you that wants to marry, you don't even have 50,000 naira in your account. You don't even have 20,000 naira in your account. That is why you're not married. You don't carry the whole problem you have in your life and put on your spouse's head or on your boyfriend's head. Just forget about, in your 20s, forget about marriage. Invest in yourself. Be disciplined. Plan yourself. Other things will fall in place. Along the line that you're investing in yourself and you're being disciplined and you're being planned out, somebody that is supposed to marry you will still get to meet you, and if it leads to marriage, of course. And when you are articulated with all these features, that's somebody that came to play with you. Because you said we don't have time to waste. So somebody that is playing around, you dictate it very fast because your brain is, your brain is very very alert and looking at things to dictate and things not to dictate, because already you have zeroed your head that you don't want somebody to waste your time. So please stop thinking about boys. If possible, forget about relationship in your 20s and concept. I didn't say you shouldn't have friends. I didn't say you shouldn't mix around. I didn't say you shouldn't talk to anybody that is guys. I didn't say that. What I'm saying is that let relationship not be the center of your head. You carry it on your head like this, like a basket, and be saying I'm 20, I'm getting old, I want to get married. Sis, please forget it. Don't think about marriage in your 20s. If it comes, it comes. Think about investing in yourself. Don't waste your time, because this time you're seeing runs very, very fast, and you have to be accountable for it. Yes. And number 6 is mind the business that pays you. Yes, sis, mind the business that pays you. Spend less time in talking about people. Sis, that's the time you're supposed to use and be working. That's the time you're supposed to use and be skillful. That person you're talking about probably is not even talking about you. It's not. In fact, the person doesn't even know your name. The person is not even seeing your brake lights. You can't put all your effort in talking about other people. Mind the business that pays you. Like, mind the business that pays you. Use that time to invest on yourself, in skills or something. You know, in skills or something. If you're the type that uses all your energy, all your strength to focus on talking about other people, like, you know, the latest gist of everybody, like, I don't know how to put it, but you guys know what I'm saying. Like, mind your business. It's not everywhere you're there. Everywhere you're there. Or you'll be the type that will say, ask Nkechi, she knows what happened. Like, every gist, ask Nkechi, she knows what happened. You're just present in everything. Do you understand? Mind your business. Number 7, educate yourself. Google is your friend. Trust me, you'll be so amazed what you can find on Google. That listing that you think that is senseless, if you ask Google, you'll see the answer. Like, you don't have to look for where to get this information from. You can always type it on Google. Like, educate yourself. That thing you think you want to do, that thing you think you need to motivate you, you can always type it on Google. And also listen to podcasts and all these radio speeches. If you think you're too busy, you don't want to be watching television, you can always put your earpiece in your ear and listen to podcasts while you're doing laundry, while you're cooking, or anything. Something to just, you know, motivate you. Like, even this channel, this YouTube channel I'm actually doing, if I just clip out, I won't be interested anymore. But each time I try to play some videos that kind of motivate me, things, achievements and stuff like that, it keeps you going. So try to be motivated. Listen to podcasts, read books, audio, you know, they have audio books too. So even if you don't want to, you know, be reading book like this with your glasses, you can also use your earpiece to listen to audio books. It kind of motivates and inspires you. Like, you know, you get inspiration from these things. So it's also very cool. Do you get? Just basically what I'm trying to say here is educate yourself. Don't think you're too young to educate yourself. I've seen on YouTube so many 20, 21 that are just doing it so big. Like, things I would have thought of doing in my early 20s, maybe like 2021. I'm thinking that I wouldn't have done it then. That people start looking at me like I'm moving faster than my... Sis, you're not moving faster than your shadow. You're not moving faster than your shadow. Pick it up and go. No, pick it up and just go. Okay, if you think you're too young, search on CEOs that are under 25. You see that you're even old and doing nothing. So get yourself with get yourself with information. Get yourself packed with information. Educate yourself. You get? So number 8, pick your friends carefully. Oh my god, you know, in our 20s, most of us are too emotional. I don't want to lose this friend, I don't want to lose that friend. Even when you know that friend is biting you, even though you know that friend is, like, you know how rats used to bite. When they bite you, they blow you breeze. That's what my mom told me. Rat has not bitten me and blown me breeze. So, but you know, it's like an adage. You know, you're so, you know, I don't even know how to put it. You don't know how to pick your paces. Let me just put it that way. There's this lady I follow on YouTube, Fumi the Salovu. She will just say, if along the way you lose your friend, I don't mean dead, like you stop talking to a friend, don't see it as a punishment. See it as God has removed somebody that will drag you back. You know, keep going. Especially if you didn't, you know, if you didn't hurt the person always backbites you, the person always hurts you, and along the line the person fell out of the friendship like woefully. Sis, don't even try to pack it, just keep going. So what am I trying to say? Basically, pick your friends. Don't pick friends that will be dragging you back. Don't pick friends that will make you look as if you don't know what you're doing, you don't know the race you are running. Don't pick friends that will make you to be going above your budget, to be thinking that everything you have to do depends on guys. You need to pick your friends carefully, those that motivate you. If you have that friend in your clique that motivates you, that's a +1 too. You need to pick friends that always talk about, that always drives you, that always reminds you that time is running. What are we going to do to better ourselves? Let me just give you guys this example. When I was in my NYC, I served in Lagos State, Nigeria, and when I was doing my NYC, I was posted to a local government, and in that local government, I'm like, everybody there are elderly. Yes, I was in my 20s. Everybody there are elderly, and they are all speaking Yoruba. But it's not that they're speaking Yoruba is my problem. But each time I come to the office, what I'm telling you guys is just the truth, the facts. Each time I come to the office, I look around. I'm like, nobody here is my age. Even the one that is my age self is not even thinking the way I'm thinking. Like, my brain is hot. I'm thinking more than the person. You get? And it's very bad when you have a friend that you're thinking more than. Like, it drags you back. You need to get people that have the same energy with you, the same opolo with you. Do you understand? As in, I've spoken with them one or twice. Their sense is not going the same way with my sense. I'm like, these people, they posted me with them in this NYC capo. They're dragging me back, and that is how I left them. That's how I became Juliet is busy. So back to what I was telling you guys. So I'm like, is this how I'm gonna just go here every moment I come here? And my 20s is like I told you guys, time doesn't wait for anybody. I'm like, is this how I'm gonna just stay here? Because I'm in my 20s and so, you know, I started thinking, what am I going to do? This is my NYC. I started thinking, what am I going to do? I wasn't thinking about my mom or my dad. I wasn't thinking about anybody. I was thinking personally, how will I start to earn money? How will I start to live big and get things I want to get for myself without having, you know, involving any guy or anything? Do you understand? When you have your money, it kind of gives you a respect. You can say no to any guy and it doesn't touch you. Do you understand? But if you don't have your own money, like, you're so much on, if I say no to this guy now, I won't have the money to do this. Sis, back to what I was saying. You know, I'm like, I want my head of department, elderly Yoruba man that has cap. You know, I mean, when I get back to Nigeria, I'm still gonna see that man, and you know, if it's bag of rice, I'll give him. I just went to him and told him, sir, I was very straight, sir, please, that I like your office, but I cannot stay here. I cannot stay here. That I want to go to somewhere and look for something to be doing. That I'll still be coming to the office for my what are they calling it again, CDS and other things. But sir, please help me, please, let me go and look for something. Do you understand? Because I've seen my life in that local government as waste if I stay here till the end of my NYC waiting again. So luckily for me, the man was so understanding, and the man said, okay, no problem, you can go. If they're coming in for any checks, I'll let you know. And that day I left the office, I went to look for something to do other than that. And I was lucky. I went to a big multinational company, and they gave me somebody took me in as PA, and I still working there. Do you get? And I still working there. And while I was in my NYC, I was getting money from the local government. I was getting my alawi. I was also being paid for doing a PA work at the multinational company I just mentioned right now. So I was just getting money different venues, and I was just this big girl that didn't have time for guys, and I can make my expenses. And guys that have sense, we are those coming across, you know, across me. Because if you see the way I'm looking and the way I'm taking care of myself, you should know that if you don't have sense, you will not come around me now. Come on. So these are the things you do in your 20s. So people that you attract, so you attract reasonable people. You won't be attracting foolish people around you. Do you get? Just be serious in your 20s. Don't think you're too young to take decisions. Don't think you're too young to make money. Don't think you're too young to carry on with your life. Be serious in your 20s. You get me, guys? Just be serious. Another one here is first impression. This brings about what I just said the last time. Look the way you want to be addressed. Don't think if you put here, paint, and you want reasonable people to come around you, right? They will come and they will go. They'll be like, I don't have too much wahala for this girl. You won't even get referrals. People that will say, Nkechi is a very nice girl, though. Maybe you should try talking to her. You can't get that kind of referral. Yeah, people can't even recommend you. Are you looking for a post? Who will walk do this post? I have this girl living in my street. I look at her, she's so cool, and she's like articulated person. Please, can you take her in? You know, people can refer you, people can recommend you, because first impression matters. Look the way you want to be addressed. Start early to attract useful people in your life. Let your appearance speak for you in a certain way that will even make someone refer you to people. If you want to be taken a certain way, you need to look the part. Yes, if you want to be taken a certain way, you need to look the part. Someone's impression about you is how you look. Eyes will eat before mouth will eat. That's a proverb you get. You need to look that part outwardly. That is like your hair, your personal hygiene, how you smell, how is your breath. Sound that part as well. How is your hair? You don't even need to spend that much or break the bank. What do I mean? You don't need to buy human hair. Yes, you don't need to buy human hair to look good. Like, you don't need it. You can literally just pack your hair jelly back. Like, it makes you also look smart. Just pack your hair jelly back. Basic things like jeans, tops, you know, just look good, look smart. So you don't have to spend so much to look good. Yeah, you don't have to spend so much to look good and presentable and all. Be serious in your 20s. You get me, guys? Just be serious. Thank you guys for watching to the end of this video. I appreciate you. Hope you learned one or two in this video, and hope you put it in practice. Hope you stop thinking that you're too small to make decisions, and subscribe to this channel, share this video as well, and do have a wonderful day. Bye.